We just want our respect. Rob wants his respect. Coach Vogel wants his respect. Our organization wants their respect. Laker Nation wants their respect. And I want my damn respect, too.
So, hot off the tail of the NBA Finals, the GOAT debate is raging on. MJ LeBron doesn't stop, does it? Hang on, let me just get into something more comfortable. That's right. Now let's get into it. Quickly though, before we start, here's what Shannon Sharp had to say, and also Stephen A. So these are quite interesting to hear.
Oh, buddy. Wow. Yeah, look, you got a LeBron jersey, though. That old fake goat you gave me for my birthday a couple years ago.
Yep.
This is the real goat.
The real goat.
Look at that. He got a crowd and everything.
But I am here to tell you right now that I'm sorry I got bad news for LeBron James. Consider yourself disrespected because you will never be my number one. He will be number two, but not my number one.
This is one of my favourite debates in the NBA, and I'm sure it's many of yours as well out there. So let's have a look at the stats and get into it. We all know everyone's got different Mount Rushmores of the NBA. So, you know, you could throw Kareem in there, you could throw Bird, Magic, you know, Bill Russell maybe if you want to go that far back. But let's have a look at the stats anyway, and let's compare. So we all have different factors for choosing our greatest of all time. And regular season, obviously, one of them. And LeBron James is the regular season machine. He just destroys the competition in all aspects. He's currently number 3 in all-time scoring, overtaking Michael Jordan and Kobe Bryant fairly recently. He's number 8 in assists and number 13 in steals, while MJ is number 3 in all-time steals. And surprisingly, he's number 48 in all-time rebounds as well, which is mad considering he isn't a centre. But the playoffs is where we really take notice of the elite players, where they really break away from just the regular good players who, you know, out there scoring buckets, but these elite players are just leading, dragging teams through. And LeBron James is just a different animal in these playoffs, leading the way in minutes played, points scored, steals, and recently overtook John Stockton to become 2nd in all-time assists during the playoffs. But a lot of people believe it's accolades which make the player, and MJ winning 6 rings in 6 finals with 6 MVPs is just an absolute madness. But LeBron James reaching 10 finals as well, 16 All-Stars, 16 All-NBA, he's incredible as well. But if we're going off rings, then we could say Bill Russell is the GOAT with 11 championships in 13 years, which is just insane. Kareem having 6 chips, 1 with the Bucks, 5 with the Lakers. Robert Horry played for Houston, got 2 there. LA 3 times, Spurs twice. So there's a lot that can be said about it having rings, and having rings means you're the GOAT, because Wilt is considered one of the greatest, and he only won 2 championships during the period of time where the Celtics were just invincible during the 60s, where they managed to win 9 chips in 10 years. Is it finally time to name LeBron James the GOAT after 17 years of dominance in the league, coming in as that young rook with all the pressure of the world on his shoulders, and he hasn't buckled one bit? Some people say his legacy is tarnished for the move to Miami and now the move to the Lakers, but he went back to Cleveland and won that championship. He said he would, and he went back and did it. And then he's gone to LA and said he'd win the chip there, and he's done it. So he does what he says. He just keeps challenging himself, and it's just remarkable what he's doing. Or does it still belong to MJ for all that he did for the sport during the 80s and 90s with his elite mentality, his incredible athleticism, and just an absolute beast on the court? So I'll just leave that there with you guys, and you can debate amongst yourselves. Hit me up so we can debate as well. I am a bit of a LeBron sexual, but we will just ignore that because I'm trying to keep a neutral bias for this, but here we are.